In our last session, we read a letter from a woman who was upset that her husband was planning to attend a bachelor party with his friends, despite her objections. I discussed how he was indeed being sexually unfaithful to her with his choice to be around naked women at this party. Now, back to the writer of the letter. Although I completely understand why you would want to stop your husband from going to this bachelor party, your desire is all wrong. The moment you have a desire to control another person, you're wrong. The law of choice is paramount in everything. Everybody has a right to make their own decisions, even when they choose stupidly. Period. And people hate to be controlled more than just about anything else. So if you approach him with the attitude of stopping him from doing something, he'll almost certainly resist you, even fight you. Actually, you've already proven that, because when you bring up this subject, he's become angry. So as you talk to him, you absolutely must remember that you don't have a right to make him do anything, even if you're certain it's the right thing to do. He is wrong to go to the bachelor party. We got that. He's being sexually unfaithful. We all know that, but you still don't have the right to control him. A relationship is a natural result of two people making independent decisions, and your relationship will be harmed if you try to control his choices. So, what can you do? You can tell him what you'd prefer, and you can tell him how you would be affected by his choice. But you must be very careful that you are not making demands. How can you tell the difference between simply giving him information or making a request and making a demand? If you tell him what you want and then you feel disappointed or angry when he doesn't listen to you, you're making a demand, not simply informing him or making a request. I suggest that before you talk to your husband, you practice with a friend what you're going to say. If you're the least bit impatient or demanding with him, he'll feel like you're trying to control him, and you will not like the effect that has on your marriage. You might say something like this to him, quote, "I want to tell you how I feel about your participating in this bachelor party, and I want to be clear that I am not telling you what to do. I will love you no matter what you decide. When we were married, we made a commitment that we would be completely faithful to each other, completely, not just most of the time. When you look at other women in a sexual way, which is exactly what's going to happen at this bachelor party, I feel like you're not being faithful to me. I know you feel pressure to do this with your friends, and I'm not telling you that you can't. I'm glad you enjoy the time you spend with your friends, but I'm telling you that if you choose to spend time with them at the bachelor party, it will have a negative effect on me and on our marriage." End quote. Notice that you're simply telling him how his choice affects you, rather than telling him what to do. There's a big difference between those approaches. If you take the more loving approach, you'll be much happier yourself, and you'll create the possibility of a far happier relationship with your husband.